Hello and welcome to this Get Exercise Confident video. My name is Will and today I'm here with Seb and we're going to talk you through a full push-up. Now we've already got the kneeling push-up on our channel, so make sure you're confident with that before you progress onto the full push-up. So to begin with, Seb's going to show us 2 exercises, 2 reps of the full push-up. So Seb goes now. Good, excellent. And get back in the position. Now we're going to break this down to 3 positions. We're going to break it down to the starting position, the up phase and the downwards phase. So Seb is very nicely already in the starting position here. What's important is we're lying flat on our front. We're going to draw an imaginary line across the top of our shoulders and we're going to put our hands just out slightly wider than our shoulders with our fingertips just in line with this imaginary line, just as Seb's doing now. It's great. So now into the up phase, Seb's going to push up. And as you can see, as he does this, what's really good is that his hips and his shoulders are moving at the exact same rate. So they're moving up in a completely straight line like that. Excellent. And in the up phase, we can see that Seb's head is nice and tall, his chest is pushed out, his glutes are squeezed and his core's really tight, and he's in a really nice straight line from his ankles all the way up to his shoulders. So now we're going to go down into the downwards phase. So Seb's relaxing down. And as you can see when he's doing this, again, his hips and shoulders are moving down at the exact same rate. His head's nice and tall. And what's very important is that his elbows aren't flailing out to the sides, they're nice and tucked in against him. So Seb, if you start again in the starting position, we're going to move up in a nice straight line at the same rate, good. And down again with his elbows tucked in the whole time. Brilliant. So now we're going to go through some of the common mistakes that you see with the push-up. So Seb's going to get into the up position. Right, the first most common mistake we see is that head tucks under and the shoulders round off. And we don't want this because this hunches up our shoulders and it's an uncomfortable position. So to correct this, what we do is imagine a string pulling up our spine, up to our head and pulling us nice and tall. This brings the head tall and the chest pushes out and gives us a nice straight posture. The second position we see, and the second mistake, is either our hips become too high. And when we do this, we cancel out the activation of our core. And if we push up now, Seb can feel that he's not getting any core activation and it's just quite uncomfortable through his upper body. Another variance of this is that his hips come too low. And when you do this, you can see that his spine is actually hyperextended here and this can lead to injury, so this isn't the position we want. So Seb, to correct this, we squeeze our glutes nice and tight and imagine ourselves in a straight line from our ankles up to our shoulders. A third really common mistake that we see is the positioning of the elbows during the downwards phase. So Seb's going to go down now doing it incorrectly, and what you'll see is that his elbows flare out in front of him and to the side. We don't want to do this, but this puts unwanted strain through our wrists, our shoulders and our elbows. In order to correct this, what we do is we keep our elbows tucked in against our sides as we push. So as we push up, our elbows are nice and tucked in, and as we let ourselves go back down again, they stay nice and tucked in. Excellent. What's really nice about the push-up is that you can vary the muscles that you're working by just changing the position of your hands. For example, if Seb puts his hands a little bit wider out, then he's going to work the muscles of his chest slightly more. But while you do this, it's still important to make sure you have the same posture and your elbows are tucked in. So if Seb does a wide push-up for us now, he's feeling that more in his chest than he was a moment ago. And down again for us. And in the similar way, if you bring your hands closer and tuck them just underneath your shoulders but in the same line, and then push up, this puts more of the strain through our tricep. And down again. And while we do this, still keep your elbows nice and tucked in and that good straight posture. That's excellent, Seb. Thanks for watching this Get Exercise Confident video and feel free to check out the rest of our content.